Hi everyone, I'm Congressman Chuy Garcia, proud representative of Illinois' 4th Congressional District. Thank you for joining us to learn more about community project funding. Ever wondered what you would do if you had $1 million for your community? Would you build a park or a community garden, fix the schoolyard, create affordable housing units, build a youth center? Well, you don't have to keep wondering. I'm here to share a great opportunity with you. First, let me start with some general background. Every year, Congress goes through a process called appropriations to fund government agencies for the next fiscal year. In the past, members of Congress used earmarks for member-directed spending, which meant that they could direct funds to specific projects in their district. The system ended in 2011. Last year, Congress revived a limited version of member-directed spending through a new program called Community Project Funding, or CPF. Unlike earmarks, the CPF process has strict transparency, accountability, and eligibility requirements. Last year, each member was allowed to submit up to 10 CFP requests. Those submissions did not guarantee they would be funded. CPF awards range from a few $1,000s to several $1 million. We received over 100 applications from across the 4th Congressional District, and through a rigorous selection process, we narrowed down to 10 projects that met all the requirements for consideration and sent them to the Appropriations Committee. After nearly a year-long process and additional vetting, every single one of our 10 projects for the 4th Congressional District was advanced and approved for funding. We secured $10.6 million. It goes without saying that we are extremely excited for all of the 2022 project recipients. From childcare to mental health programs, affordable housing, and even a youth center, these projects will transform communities and change lives. Now, it's that time of the year again to start looking for next community funding project selections, and this time we get to select 15 projects. I invite you to submit your application with materials for consideration no later than April 18th, 2022 by midnight. That is the deadline for my office. Remember, the eligibility guidelines and requirements are the same. For full consideration, projects must be located in the 4th Congressional District, demonstrate state of or local support from letters from policymakers, resolutions, bills, development plans, agency letters, or support. Demonstrate community support, including but not limited to forums, articles, hearings, letters, etc. Secure matching funds, government funding from any level, or secure other funds, including private or philanthropic pledged or committed funds. Intend to use 1 year of funding in 2023. Demonstrate impact or benefit to community. Provide a project budget and specific request amount, and the project must fit an eligible account under the Appropriations Committee. You'll be able to upload supporting documents directly through the application form online. Make sure you contact your elected officials, community organizations, and allies ahead of time to get their letters of support in the meantime. Please keep in mind, to be fair, I cannot provide a letter of support for the project you are submitting, and I also cannot contact other elected officials or organizations to help you secure your materials. With that in mind, to ensure we can continue securing these funding opportunities, there are other ethical requirements. For profit or private organizations are not eligible. Nonprofit applicants must submit an IRS determination letter to demonstrate your status. A member, their spouse, and immediate family may not have any financial interest in the project. A member, as in member of Congress, or their relatives. One of the most important things to remember is that the applicant must be the organization or agency that will manage the funding and oversee the project. We also encourage state and local governments to submit projects from an already approved and vetted list of projects. I understand this may seem like a lot of information, but you need not worry. I've got a checklist on my page. You can find more information on my website, chuigarcia.house.gov, under the section Community Project Funding FY23 Application. Here you can find the detailed guidelines